Hello everyone, welcome back. We are going to be shooting some of this Freedom munition stuff, 55 grain. Now, this is a new product that they released, I think at like the beginning of 20 or end of 2023. It's not the remanufactured stuff. So this is just the one that says not remanufactured. So I already did 2 groups of 5. So the first one was on like a pretty sloppy paper, had lots of holes on it already. But I got 4 out of 5 for 3 inches at 200 yards. So that's 1.5 inches on 4 out of 5. Okay. The 5th one was like way off. And then I did a second group on a clean piece of paper, and it looked the same. 4 shots looked nice and tight. 5th one was like way off low. So we're going to do one more group, and then we're going to go up and look at the targets. So I've got my Palmetto AR-15 with the Primary Arms PLX scope here. So this scope used to be on an 18-inch barrel, which hit half-inch groups more consistently. With match ammunition, I would get 1-inch groups more consistently. But ever since I put on this 16-inch, even though it's a little bit less accurate, right? I get tighter groups a little bit less often. It's a lot more pleasant to carry around, to like move around the woods with. So I've become a big fan of the 16-inch over the 18-inch, just for mobility's sake, being able to move around. Okay, so let's take 5 shots. So I have to use a table here. I can't go prone because the grass is too high. I won't be able to shoot over the grass. I'd have to like shoot it like kneeling. So if I needed to go prone, I'd have to go find a different position. So I won't be able to get 200 yards unless I shoot off the table here. So first and last shot I may have pulled a little bit, because when I took the shot I saw the scope, like it seemed like it was after the gun went bang, the reticle jumped left. So a lot of times that's an indication of the gun like not sitting perfectly straight. So let's go take a look, see what we got. So yeah, this 16 inches. He said it's a little bit less. Not that it's less accurate. It hits the half-inch groups to match ammunition and the 1-inch groups to target ammunition, or the 1 MOA groups less frequently. Seems like they're easier, and I hit them more frequently with the 18-inch barrel. But it's really good enough. I mean, I hit enough good groups that I I like it. That's why I got. It's kind of funny. It's like I got a $500 gun, right? It's a $500 Palmetto with a $1,500 PLX scope on it from Primary Arms. So, all right, let's go down range, take a look at those shots. All right, let's take a look at this group over here. Rock out of there. Use a rock to hold this thing down. All right, so first let's take a look at the first 5 shots that I did, which I did before I put the camera on. So that was the ones with the circle already. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I don't know what this one was about over here. That one down here had to be the ammo. So I'm pretty sure I didn't like pull the shot down that low. So at 200 yards, we got just inside of 4 inches, 3.5 there. Yeah, just inside of the 4 shots, just inside of 4 inches. So at 200 yards, that's 2 MOA. I'm just curious, does it work out better this way? No, that's the best way. So 2 MOA in the first 5, and then the ones that you guys just saw me shoot, I got 1, right, this is like 2 right there, side by side, 1 before and 1 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one went way up there. So the total group, 4.25, 4.25. And if we look at the best 4 out of 5, which I like to look at, we've got 3 inches. Look at these 4 over here. Now that's worse. That's 3.5 inches. So I'm going to say that one was I pulled that one. I thought I had pulled to the left, but apparently my pull to the left must have been after the gun went bang, or after, because I don't see, everything is pretty centered, nothing going left. So one being high and one being low over here, I would say that's the ammunition just going at, like this one was probably going at a terribly low velocity, and that one was probably going at a really high velocity. Although, I mean, maybe I held a little bit higher on that one, because that one's not terribly high. But this one, there's no reason why that one should be that low. That had to be the ammunition. So I'm going to say that one is ammo there. Look at the total 10 shots, and I'm going to just throw that one out because that one had, again, so let's look at the 9 out of 10. We're at 4.5 inches. So there it is, that's the Palmetto with the Primary Arms PLX scope on it. 16-inch barrel. I've been shooting a lot of AR-10 over the last week. And, going from an AR-10, right, back to a 55 grain, man, this stuff is like I'm shooting, it feels like I'm literally shooting 22s. I mean, this is so pleasant to shoot, after you come off an AR-10. Interesting thing here is, like, I remember, like, we're going back like 10, 12 years ago. I mean, people were actually like, there was a lot of people out there that were saying that, like, AR-15s are junk. Everybody should have an AR-10. A famous comment was that, why should you have to shoot things twice? Just have an AR-10 and only have to shoot it once. But practically speaking, as far as carrying the gun through the woods, the light recoil for training like every day, it is just so much pleasant. So to me, AR-10 is like at this point is like purely anti-vehicle, right, or anti-material or anti-barrier, okay, or I guess hunting if you're trying to put down a very large animal that's very thick. But I mean, I don't even think it's debated that much anymore. I mean, I think everybody's kind of agreed that that the AR-15 or whatever, 55 grain or 62 grain or 77 grain if you're going to be shooting far is like is the most efficient way to do it, as far as carrying the gun, training every day. So, but this freedom of ammunition, not bad, and the groups are nice and centered over here. There's one that I would say I would say that one over there. 1 out of 10 shots, one that was like really off. The other 9, I mean, they grouped pretty nice at 200 yards. If you're wondering why I brought the rifle all the way down here, right? Because I basically walked all the way down here 200 yards through the woods. I could have easily left it like, further up. One of the things that I like to do is like, when I go up and down between my shooting area and my target area, I sling the gun and I carry it, because I want to, first of all, I'm testing the sling out, but I want to have the experience of actually, you know, carrying the gun and seeing how it feels, you know, and seeing, like, is it something that I would really want to deal with if I had to, you know. So that's the reason why the gun's down here, you know, because, like, you know, I generally go all the way down with the gun, go all the way back up with the gun on my back, and see how I like it.